So today the coverage of the lecture is the distillation. Here we will study what is distillation, what types of distillation is used in industry, what is the principle of distillation, and here we will generally discuss separation of liquid, because it is a major part of refined industry. In primary processing and secondary processing, we use different techniques of distillation. In refinery, we separate the volatile metal from non-volatile metal. Volatile metal are those which have low boiling point, and non-volatile metal are those which have high boiling point. In low non-volatile metal is also known as lower value residue, and higher value product is known as non-volatile metal. Low value residue non-volatile metal is for tar, heavy oil, oil sand, and higher value product, that is non-volatile metal, that is gas, naphtha, LPG, natural gas liquid, superior kerosene, superior diesel, petrol, gasoline, etc. So here what is distillation, and here we discuss what is distillation and types of distillation. So now discuss distillation. Used to separate two miscible liquid, the liquid which are miscible, soluble in one another, that can be separated by the distillation process. Used to separate the volatile component from non-volatile component. So here first we will discuss the definition of the distillation. Process of converting liquids into vapor by heating and the subsequent condensation of vapor into liquid. First we heat up the liquid and it converts into vapor, and then we condense it, and again it converts into liquid. So it is a reversible reaction. Now we will discuss types of distillation. First, simple distillation. Second, fractional distillation. Third, vacuum distillation. Distillation under reduced pressure. And fourth one is the steam distillation. Distillation technique is based on difference in boiling point. Boiling point, what is boiling point? We have to know what is boiling point. Boiling point is the temperature at which vacuum pressure of a substance is equal to the atmospheric pressure, and at that temperature the liquid starts to boil and change their phase from liquid to vapor. That converting phase of temperature is known as boiling point. The whole phenomena of distillation is based on to create boiling point temperature difference. First we will study, now we will move to simple distillation. Simple distillation is a technique in which the boiling point temperature difference is greater than 30 degree. Like we have ether, solution of ether and toluene. Ether have 35 degree Celsius temperature and toluene have 111 degree Celsius boiling point. Now the next one is the solution of the benzene and the aniline. Benzene have boiling point temperature 80 degree Celsius and aniline have boiling point temperature 180 degree Celsius. The again next solution is hexane. Hexane is the boiling point temperature 69 degree Celsius, and solution of hexane and toluene. Toluene have boiling point temperature 111 degree Celsius. The next one is the acetone, solution of acetone and water. Acetone have 56 degrees Celsius boiling point, and water have 100 degree Celsius boiling point, as you know. And the next one is the mixture of the methanol and the water. The methanol have 65 degrees Celsius boiling point, and the water have 100 degree Celsius temperature. Here we will discuss the process of simple distillation. Here we have a special type of distillation flask, have a sidebar, which is known as distillation sidebar flask, from where vapor get collected into the compartment. And also we use a thermometer to measure the temperature in the distillation flask, and we use a burner to start the heating of that complete process. Here is the mixture of the liquid. having boiling point 30 degrees Celsius greater. We start burner and the liquid start to get boil. Gradually we increase the temperature of the flask. A burner is used for heating the mixture, and the mixture is ether plus toluene. We start to raise the temperature gradually for perfect vaporization. Liquid start to vaporize at 35 degree Celsius, which is ether. And near the 33 degrees Celsius or 30 degrees Celsius, ether starts to evaporate and it's raised in the upper direction. It raises into upper direction and we get a vapor from the sidebar to the collector chamber. After this vapor goes to the condensation unit or the condenser, where the vapor condensed into the liquid. And after the condensation, it goes to receiver where we get the pure liquid. Pure liquid means the ether, and we get toluene at distillation flask, because toluene have higher boiling point temperature, which is 111 degree Celsius. That's how we separate the ether and toluene, mean non-volatile metal from volatile matter. Fractional distillation. Fractional distillation is the technique where the boiling point difference of two binary mixture or the solution have less than 30 degree Celsius. Simple distillation and the fractional distillation is same, but the here difference is the fractional column. Here we use a fractional column. The fractional column registers the path of the vapor which goes into the upward direction. When we start heating gradually, the mixture start to evaporate and travel into the fractionator column. Here we use trays in fractionation column. As we move upward direction, the temperature starts to decrease, and as we go down, the temperature will increase. Here we will use the mixture of acetone and methanol. Acetone have a boiling point temperature 59 degrees Celsius, and methanol have boiling point temperature 69 degrees Celsius. As we start heating through the burner in a mixture of acetone and methanol, the mixture starts to evaporate and travel into the fractionator column. Fractionator column have a facility having trays, and here we will set up a thermometer to measure the temperature. Tray gives additional feature which registers the path of the flowing vapor, and due to this the methanol vapor will be below the acetone vapor, because methanol have 69 degrees centigrade Celsius temperature, boiling point temperature, and acetone have boiling point temperature 59 degrees Celsius. So from here we will collect acetone in the compartment, and the acetone is further moved towards the condensation unit or the condenser. Here it starts to condense. It converts their phase from vapor phase to liquid phase, and after the conversion we collect the pure liquid in the receiver. Now we will discuss vacuum distillation. In vacuum distillation, here we use those liquid which can decompose below boiling point, mean the liquid that can lose their property, like glycerol, glycerin. Glycerol having a formula CH2 OH single bond CHOH single bond CH2OH, and glycerol having a boiling point to 90 degree centigrade, but it starts to decompose at near the 100 degree Celsius temperature. Boiling point of glycerol is 290 degree Celsius at 1 atmospheric pressure or 760 mm Hg. Purification by volume distillation, because it starts to decompose below the 290 degree Celsius. Here we as we start heating the glycerol goes in upward direction and get collected into collector. The collector mean the vapor will collect into the collector. After these vapor goes to the condensation unit or condenser unit, where liquid condense from vapor phase to liquid phase, and after we collect into the receiver, that is pure liquid. And here is the difference, is we apply a vacuum pump. Vacuum pump reduce the pressure of that liquid. The pressure is proportional to the temperature. So if we decrease the pressure, the boiling point of the particular component will be decreased. To reduce the pressure, we have used to vacuum pump. The normal evaporation temperature of the glycerol is the 180 degree Celsius at 12 mm Hg, at which we collect that is the vacuum pump reduced pressure. 12 mm Hg is the vacuum pump reduced pressure. Now the last one is the steam distillation. Steam distillation is used when liquid are insoluble in water and soluble in vapor. Here is the diagram of the steam distillation. Steam distillation. So our first task is to create steam. So here we set up a burner to create a steam, and steam goes to upward channel into the distillation flask. In distillation flask we have the liquid, which we want to separate, or here we collect the steam and the liquid which is insoluble in water, and both start to evaporate. Now the liquid move in upward direction and goes to the collector, and further it goes to the condenser or the condensation unit, where it convert from vapor to liquid, and finally we get this solution into the receiver. We get the solution of water plus the area of interested liquid. Now we will discuss the what type of component which is separated by using the steam distillation unit. Aniline having a benzene structure, and it is connected to the NH2, that is aniline. Density of the aniline is the 1.02 gram degree per centigrade cube. Now we the next one is the nitrobenzene. Nitrobenzene is the benzene structure connected to nitric group, and the third one is the orthochlorotoluene having a density 1.07 gram per centimeter cube, and the nitrobenzene density is 1.2 gram per centimeter cube. So here we finally get the low density liquid and the high density liquid. As we know, aniline, nitrobenzene and orthochlorotoluene are higher in the density and the comparison to the water. So water will collect above the aniline or nitrobenzene. So steam distillation is the last one distillation type, and here our distillation topic is